Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. Excuse my cough, I've still got the remnants of the dreaded COVID. I'm feeling a bit better, but I've still got some issues going on here. So today I want to make some baby cards. I have a lady who's asked me to supply her with a variety of cards for her shop, and also I like to have a wee stock for myself as well. And I also have someone in my team who's recently had a little boy. So baby cards, let's make a few. So I am be making them, but I've come on just to show you one. They're sort of, I think they do classify, I think this will classify as clean and simple. So what I've got here is a 14.5 centimetre base card. Obviously that's 29 centimetres by 14.5 folded in half. Probably approximately 5.5 square if you're using American sizes. Then I have a piece of this designer series paper now for a sort of a boyish bluish card. I'm going to use that side, but equally that side is pretty too, so you know. And I've used our decorative circle punch, which is in the annual catalogue. This is a really nice size. What will that be? About 6 centimetres across the widest part, so do you know, about 2 inches maybe. So yeah, great punch, handy for lots of things. So I've got that. Now the designer series paper I have used comes from this gorgeous pack, and it's called A Wash in Beauty. Again, this is from the annual catalogue, so it's just fab. So, and I want to kind of bring in a bit of inkiness, so I've got Starry Sky around, I've got some blends, I'm using the Elephant Parade stamp set, I'm using this particular elephant here, and the Sweet Little One as the sentiment. I seem to have got glue on my case here, and I'm going to use one balloon. That's all I'm going to have from the stamp set. So I've already put these onto blocks. So I'm going to do my inking first so it can dry before I try. And I've got my card base, I've got a square of white and a square of the designer series paper. Now that is 13 centimetres and a square, and I think this is 12.6 centimetres square. So I need that for inking and that. And I'll pop these to the side just now. And this is my scrap for stamping on. So I have one of our blending brushes, and I have our Starry Sky ink pad. Excuse me. I've got some scrap. Let's just use up. Oh gosh, I've already managed to put ink on my sheet that I had. Right, I have previously used this for Starry Sky, so I'm picking up and then just adding this blue around the edge. So this paper already has loads of texture in it because it's like a watercolory wash with a pattern on it as well. So it's loads of texture in it, although you're not going to see so much of it in this particular card, but well, you are in that, and it's just nice that this more used as a frame, but it does team up with my wee background piece that I'm going to use to highlight my wee elephant. Probably used more ink there than I intended to, but never mind. So I'll just pop that aside so it can dry a bit, just to make sure. And the same here, just around the edges. Maybe just, right, so now just little circular motion, so I'm just coming onto it And that's enough just to bring that colour in. So the basic colour on that paper, I think, is balmy blue. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it is a balmy blue. I'm going to close that up just now. And the square that I'm using, got that to dry. The square that I'm using to set everything on, I want to do just a bit of splatter with the Stamp Right marker, just to take the sort of stark whiteness of this. So if you take the paintbrush end, I could do this with a blend and I could do it with a brush, I can do it and using my ink, but this works quite well with the Stamp Right marker. I'm just flicking the edge off the lid and it's just giving a splatter across the paper. I'll hold that to see if you can see. And again, I'm just going to set that aside and let that dry. I'm going to take my scrap here and I'm going to have my elephant and my balloon. I am just going to stamp them both with Memento. So I've got my black Memento here. And I'm just stamping it up. I'm going to fussy cut him out. I can't remember if there are dies. Are there dies with this? Let me just check that for you. I didn't buy dies if there were, but Elephant Parade, page 48. Yes, there are dies. Elephant Parade bundle. There's a die and it cuts out. Oh gosh, it's got extra bits of grass and all sorts. So yeah, it looks like a nice die set too, but I just bought the stamp set because I fancied it for making some baby cards. But I just fussy cut because I didn't buy. One balloon, one elephant, and I'll just set them aside to get cleaned. And I think that's all the Memento I'm going to use. What other stamping? Well, I need to stamp the sentiment, but I'm not going to do that. I think I'll do stamping the sentiment later. I'll have a think about that. But anyway, yeah. Right, so for the elephant, I have my... Excuse this silly cough, it's really irritating. I have got dark grey granite and light grey granite, and I've got light petal pink and dark petal pink. So I'm just going to pop a bit of pink in his ears basically. So a bit of dark at the top and a bit of light over the top of that, and then just bringing it down a bit more. Just leave some white at the base there. I don't know, I've no idea why, but it just looks better to me. And then I'm just going to take the dark grey granite and just... Oh, maybe I'm not. This one seems to be dried up. Oh, that's not good. Some of these I haven't used in a long time. Well, my grey granite, dark grey granite, that is not good. Great start. I have dark smoky slate here. Oh well, I'll put the grey granites aside. I might have to renew them. Smoky slate. Grey granite's not a colour I reach for that often, so it might have just been left for too long. And then I don't know whether to try with that's the dark. I don't know if let's just see what this one's like, the light granite. Yeah, they blend in quite well. So that's your dark smoky slate with light grey granite. Just don't go around his eyes. You could spend a long while colouring or you can just put colour down like I'm just putting colour down. Kind of using circular motions. There's no written rule what you have to do. So whatever greys you want to use, or I don't know, I'm a bit puzzled about that one. I'll have a look later. And my balloon, I would like to use Starry Sky and Wink of Stella, so I can have a sparkly balloon. So I need to go into the lid. I need to give this a clean actually because I've got ink everywhere on it, but I do have some ink in the lid here which I'll pick up with my Wink of Stella. And just let's have a sparkly balloon just because we can. Sometimes just put a decent amount of Wink of Stella down and then keep adding colour. There we go, a very sparkly balloon. Right, and that'll be fine. And here's the lid. Put the lid on that. And the lid on this just now. Well, I think we still need that for excuse me. Right, so we'll just fussy cut this wee elephant out. As I say, there are dies, so if you can see yourself using this a fair bit, then invest in the dies. I don't mind a bit of fussy cutting, but it does have, the die set does have dies in it that don't go with the stamps, some standalone dies in it. Just chopping off. I go quiet when I'm fussy cutting. Go around the tufts first. We'll tidy them up once we've got the whole thing cut out. So just cut these out and then it really is just pop the card together and it's done. I'm hoping you'll like the look that I've got in my mind. Obviously, I'm doing this very quickly. You can take your time. Quite like to just do a bit of stamping and take my fussy cutting through beside me when I'm watching TV in the evening. Because I'm more of a TV listener. Unless I'm watching like a gardening programme or a, you know, nature programme. I don't really watch as such, I listen. I'm just cutting a wee bit around the these wee tufts of hair. It's up to you how much detail in these bits that you leave. I'm struggling to see actually. My glasses have slipped. Right, so there's our elephant, and we'll just cut out our balloon. Might have been a good idea to cut it out before I coloured in, but it doesn't matter. You do, you know, you do whichever way works in your head. I'm leaving a small white space at the side of it. And I'm going to come at this from the other side, I think. Depends if you're right-handed or left-handed, how you find these things. I'm not here to say this is how you do it. You do what works for you. I am going to tidy it up a bit because, as I say, it's not my best thing. That'll be fine. Right. We'll just move that away. Right, so now I want this bit. So this is kind of what I've got in mind here. And I want my sentiment here, so let's just stamp the sentiment and then I'll arrange the rest around it. Just make sure you've got the sentiment up the right way. So I've got kind of over inked that, but I'll be careful. Sweet little one. Put that to be cleaned. And definitely put this ink away. They're very juicy. Right, not too bad. Right, okay. So I want to pop this on here first. And I've not got my glue out already. Here I have. I haven't tested it to make sure it's working this morning. Or this afternoon even. But it says it will play, so let's go nice thin line around, that's all. So this is kind of going for the clean and simple look. It's not always, clean and simple doesn't always mean quick and easy though. There's quite a few elements sometimes in clean and simple. And then we'll stick this onto the base card. I love this paper too, it's pretty, isn't it? A lovely print. I need to find a card to do with that soon. Up that centrally, and you'll see I have left a nice border. Just pop that over. Sometimes it's quite handy to use your bone folder and just give it, just to make sure that the ink is evenly distributed, and in that way your card will dry nice and flat. So then I'm going to put this on with some glue, and then I'm going to use dimensionals for my balloon and for... So I hope you've enjoyed this wee video. I'm not well enough yet to be doing lives, but I thought I might just record a couple. Just have wee short bursts of feeling a bit better. Right, so where might my dimensionals be? Here they are. Do want some on my elephant. They're so cute. There's 3 lovely wee character elephants, and I'm sure this will not be the only time you see me using this stamp set. In fact, I think I already have when I did one of my hippo cards. I think I've already got. Right, so what I'm going to do first is pop the elephant on. And then this one's got a dimensional on the back, but what I'm going to do is just put a tiny dot of glue on the bottom of the string, she says. Yeah, I have. And that way I can pop that under his trunk and it will look like he has gripped it. So there we have it. Our little baby card. Sweet little one. I think it's got a clean and simple look, but there are a few elements there and a few little jobs to do to put it all together. So thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe, please press the bell icon so you get notified of when I come on again. And if you know if you have any crafty friends who you think might enjoy my videos, please share with them. Thank you. And of course, I forgot to say, all the products you've seen me use, you can buy at my online shop at JazzleDazzle.stampinup.net. Thank you.